Good morning, this is Zachary from Zachary Sweeps. I'm sweeping this Morso wood burning stove. It's a very much different one to the normal ones that I do. Basically this one hasn't got a liner, it's got a register plate up here. It was installed many years ago, and the regulations have changed very much now. So you couldn't do this now, but I suppose when it was fitted 20 plus years ago, you could do you could install them like that. Sometimes they have inspection hatches up on the actual register plate, but this pipe actually lifts out. So what we do first is we take off the gasket wrap that's around the pipe, like that, and just put that down to one side, and then we lift the pipe up. And then we're going to drop the pipe down. And then put the stove back into position. Now I'm just going to grab this so I can show you what we've got to do. So we have a quick look up here. They haven't used it much and it's in excellent condition. So what we're going to do is, as you can see, there's a hole just here, and what we have to do is we stick a brush up there. We go for the normal size brush, like an open fire brush. We stick that up in the actual hole, and then we sweep it, and then obviously we've got to make sure there's no soot on the actual register plate itself. So it's pretty straightforward. As I said, a lot of them have like inspection hatches on either side, but this one doesn't. So I'm going to put you back there so you can see what I'm doing. It's just I'm going to try and twist you up a little bit so you can actually see. So you can see. Let me see if the torch should see where the hole is, just there. So basically, what we're going to do now is what I tend to do with these, obviously, is put my mask on first. So excuse my voice sounding muffled, but we obviously don't want to create a mess. You can spend more time cleaning up the mess than actually sweeping the appliance. So what we do is we'll just put that down like that. And then the great thing about rods is that you can, if you need them longer, you can double them up, which we do on this one. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to put that up there like that, and then what I tend to do is I have my box that I have my brushes in, which I shall show you, which is just on the side here, and let's go around here. Let's see if you can see that. So my little basic brushes, and then we've got my little Henry Hoover that I don't use it on all jobs, but if they're not dirty, then I tend to use it on jobs like this. So I'm not going to be showing you the actual appliance that much on this one, because it's more about the other work that I'm doing, because I'm not going to be taking anything out. So we just stick that up on the corner like that, like so. Just have something to put it onto, and then what we're going to do is we're going to, so you've got to sort of use your imagination a little bit when you're doing it like this. And what we're looking to do is we're looking to make sure that the soot drops down in this area here and not anywhere else. So what we've got to do is use one of the lips of the bricks. But what we're going to do is stick the brush in there first. So with this one, we're going to put the hoover on as well. And that around like that. Like really neat. So I'll put that over there. That's why, as you can see, I've got my little hoover with me, because I can move that out. So stick that up in there like that. Take the attachment off. This is my green brush. Stick that up in there like that. Connect that to that piece like that. And then what we do is we put what I always do, because it's a small opening, put it up like that. There we go, straight up in there. And then what we do is just stick that in there like that. And then what we've got to do is get one of the rods, go in there like that. This is one of my trendy ones. So you can actually push that down like that. So sometimes it's all about using a bit of initiative. So now, when the soot drops down, it's going to drop down. And there, so we go up with the bottom, like that. Okay. Obviously go very, very slowly. The reason why I'm doing it this way, I mean I could put a sheet right away across the whole front of it, but I've already had a look up there before I started, worked out exactly what I needed to do. The customer's already told me that they've hardly used it at all this winter because they've got underfloor heating, so it's very rarely on. So I know that it's not going to be dirty at all, which is great. Because as I said before, I live about 200 degrees outside. So it's, this is what you could do. When I first started sleeping, this was all, you know, to fit them like this was all legit. You know, it was all legal, but you can't fit them like this anymore. Got a bird guard outside with a chimney pot, and we're at the top, and there's nothing up here whatsoever. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go up and down a couple of times. Like that. It's a shame really because it's so expensive nowadays to have them installed. But like when we used to do them like this, we used to be able to, all you had to do was do a soundness test. That's what they used to call it. Basically a soundness test. We used to cap the top of the chimney, block the bottom part, but before you blocked it, fill it up with a smoke pellet, fill the whole chimney up with smoke, then block the bottom part, then go throughout the property and even next door and make sure there's no leaks, because obviously, you know, like people don't ask these questions anymore. We've become in a very strange society now. But what, you know, because obviously this house is a few hundred years old. Why would I need a liner that's going to last me 25 plus years when this chimney's been here for 200 years and it's fine? But obviously nowadays all these new regulations and everything, it's all to do with this at the end of the day. That's what it is. So like, but you used to be able to do this soundness test, fill it up with smoke, check throughout the property, check next door, check in the attic, check outside. If there's no leaks anywhere, which 99% of the time there never was, you'd get a certificate, which we were legally allowed to do. And then that would say that this chimney has had a soundness test and it doesn't need a liner. And then all you'd have to do is fit a register plate. As I said, like this is quite old, this register plate, as you can tell. But the ones that we used to do, used to have inspection hatches on the sides of them. But if you came to ones like this, all you had to do is lift the pipe out, and as long as you can get access and see the actual open fire itself, then you can tell the condition of it, The most important bit is, obviously, because you're not getting lots of bits dropping down, because they're going to be dropping down on the plate. So what you've got to do is you've got to make sure that you hoover it, the register plate on the top parts of it. I'll show you inside in a minute. Just go up and down. As you can see, I'm not having to go down much. I've just got to keep an eye on my hoover nozzle because it's coming down a little bit itself, and I don't want it sticking to the rod, to the sheet, because then that'll make it fall over, and then you can guarantee that if that happens, then it will be a sooty spot. And then you just go up and down. I mean, there will be a little bit of soot that will come into the room, but because they burn wood, it's not cold. It is a multi-fuel stove. This Morso one. They're great appliances. I love them. I do. They're very, very good. And then just go up and down like that. Make sure it's all nice and clean up there. No fire risk, no build up of tar or anything like that. As I said, you can't install them like this now. What I tend to do now is I'll put that just there, and then I'll move one of the sides because I want to see the condition of it up there. Just going to just check. And what we do is just move the hoover out of the way. Look at that ninja skills. Look at that pipe over there. I won't put it in front of your view. But then what I want to do, obviously, because I need to have a look up there, I just want to check. Make sure everything's looking all right. To be fair, there's just more dust up here than anything else. Up the side here. Literally just what I want to do is just drop this one down as well because it's getting in my way. I actually thought someone was standing behind me, and it's not, it's the pipe. It's reading it. And then just make sure. People don't, the unfortunate thing about today's society, people don't question things anymore. As you can see, there's a little bit of soot dropping down there, so that's why it's really important to sweep up here. As long as the pipe comes out, if you ever have any problems, you can. That's it. What we'll do is I'm just going to put my mask back on. What I do is I bring them down slowly, the brush, but twist it, because that way if you twist it, it's not going to spring out on you. Which if there was like a nice cream carpet in here, you don't want to do that. So obviously you've got to use a brush that you would use for an open fire. Let me go look up there now. And I'll let you have a look. Are you ready for this? Might have to put you upside down actually, onto the side. And I'm not sure if this is interesting. Let me see what's going on. It's difficult to sort of show you. I should be able to show you. Please bear with me for a couple of seconds. How if I just push it up, put it in there like that, and then maybe I think you'll be able to see it. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to put it on pause for a second. Put that back on. I'm going to take you up there. As you can see inside, and bring it back down. I'm hoping that you actually got to see inside the appliance. If you did, apologies for that. But I will edit that out. I'll check it when I get home. And you take away these bits here. Just cleaning it all up now. That's the only downside really, you can't control it as much as you would like to. As I said, the most important part is to make sure that it all up here. Get right up in the corners. Get right up in the corners and everything. Oh. Don't forget your tool. Put that on the side. There's tiles here. As you can hear, quite a bit has dropped down, which is good. Make sure you get it all out, go backwards and forwards, side to side. Get your hand in there as well. Just make sure you get everything out. You don't want any soot in there whatsoever. Do around the pipe area. As you can hear. Keep doing it till you get everything out. So keep doing that until that noise stops. That's it. That's it. Just sometimes you get a little bit on this edge in here and up here. Always check the baffle plate as well. As always here. Because I've got that sheet out in the way, it's not gone down there, which is great. So what we're going to do now, grab that pipe, spotless, and what we're going to do is put this at an angle, it's quite a long one. Let's stick it there like that. Make sure you got a good grip on it. And there you go. Obviously you don't want to see that bit, so just around like that. And then what we do afterwards, give this bit, actually I don't need my mask on anymore. This is the gasket that goes around the sides, obviously so it doesn't leak. We'll play that right the way around, start at one end. That's why if you watch the beginning of this video, the gasket wasn't in position. Push that in there like that. Here it goes right in. You don't want it leaking here at all. Move that out. Lay round. As I said, you can't install them like this anymore, so this would probably cost, the stove would probably cost more than the actual fitting. Amazing it is. But all the time people don't complain and they're happy to pay. Always make up reasons now. But you know, at the end of the day, it's not, I'm not just here to sweep them and maintain them and make sure they're safe. That's all I'm here to do at the end of the day. That's my job. And then just make sure that light all fitted nicely and tightly in there. Everything's safe and say it is. Come back around the same stuff. Hoover around. Takes a little bit longer. I'm just going to get a screwdriver in a minute, just poke that down a little bit more in there. I just want to clean this all up around here. And obviously check the appliance as well, because on the certificate it's going to be asking you what the appliance is like. I just want to make sure I clear all this stuff up first. Got lots of handles on there, which is fine because it's going straight up to metal, so it's not fire risk. Just need to wipe with a cloth. You won't believe there's a white tiled base to this, and I've just leaned it over. All the weight's been on the front to get that pipe out. Otherwise you don't want to be breaking your back to get it out of here really. So if you know how to do it, you won't see many of them like this now. And just have a look inside here, make sure it's all nice and clean. I can adjust you down now, just bring you back up into position. A bit higher up on this side I think, and turn that. Getting cramp in my leg, I am. And then just have it like that. And then now I'm just going to smooth it inside. That's it. Obviously, the great thing about this one is I'm not going to have to take the baffle plates out. I always leave the charcoal of the woods in there. You can get these bricks out, they're very easy to get out. But if you don't have to, then you don't have to. I'll pick that up like that, just go in there like that. Remember they only go one way, otherwise they won't work, and then just drop it back down in there. At least when you get one of these, if you do one end too fast, it won't go down in there, it won't look all alright. So in there. So this is just from the customer's use. You can see I just haven't been using it that much. Just going to stick that over in there, make sure there's nothing inside. Very clean. after this one. I've been coming here for quite some time now. In fact, I've been doing these cottages probably most of my working career. As a chimney sweep, that is, anyway. I'm just going to hoover that off. What I'm going to do now is I'm just going to get a screw, poke that down. You'll see that on the end of it, but that's how you do it if they haven't got a liner in them. So it's pretty interesting. Don't forget, always offer the old chimney sweep a nice coffee. Always goes a long way, especially in this weather. So yeah, basically, you'll see in the photograph at the beginning, all that will be poked down inside the pipe. Anyway, I don't know what the next job is because I didn't ask them whether it was a wood burner or not. I might see you in the next one, I might not.